Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. We're ready for launch. Launch angles. We use them every time we deliver a bowling ball down the lane, whether we realize it or not. Today we're going to shift our point of view to launch angles, what they are, and what we can do to make sure we're on the right track. You may be surprised how much you are overdoing your launch angle, all coming up next on The Art of Bowling. Hi, I'm Coach Arthur, and thanks for checking out the Art of Bowling channel, where we discuss tips, tricks, and techniques in order to improve your bowling scores. What is meant by a bowler's launch angle? Basically, it's where our shoulders and hips are facing when we deliver our shot. It's important to note, we're still moving to the foul line in a straight line. In other words, we're not drifting more than we normally do. As our approach moves us in a straight line toward the foul line, we can move the angles of our shoulders and hips to create a slightly different path for our ball to take down the lane. So let's go on the lanes where we're about to throw our ball, and we decide based on our previous shots, we need to open up our angle a little bit more to send our ball a little bit further out. So we shift our body position to what we think is a good angle, start our delivery, and promptly send the ball into the gutter. Okay, we may have overcooked that launch angle a tad. This tends to be a problem for a lot of us. We overestimate how much we need to open up our shoulders and hips to get the ball to swing further out. Let's go back to the ball we sent into the gutter. Obviously, our launch angles were wrong, so let's look at where we were facing on that shot. From the looks of it, we were facing the 10 pin from 3 lanes over. Way too much angle. How do we know how much is too much? And is there a way to ensure we keep our launch angles out of the gutter zone? A great way to visualize our small margin of error is to simply take a regular piece of 8.5 by 11 paper. We're going to fold this paper to get it to accurately represent a bowling lane's length and width. We take this paper and we fold it in half lengthwise like this. Do you think that covers it? Not quite yet, but let's fold it in half lengthwise again. Still with me? Great. Now fold it in half lengthwise again. That's pretty thin, isn't it? Well, we're not finished yet, now are we? Let's fold it in half lengthwise one more time. Now what we're holding in our hand, more or less, is a scaled version of a bowling lane, including the approach. You can really see how thin this is, not what you imagined. Hit the like button if you were today years old when you realized how narrow the bowling lane really is by seeing it scaled down to 11 inches. And by the way, all those oil pattern images and PDFs you're viewing, those aren't to scale either. Something to keep in mind when studying oil patterns. If we draw a semicircle at the foul line, we can use it as a reference and visualize where our shoulders should be facing at any given spot. And from this diagram, you can see that our shoulders and hips shouldn't be open as much as you might think. Even if we're playing on a short pattern, say of 31 feet, and we're standing over the gutter by the 40th board, we're still delivering the ball from the 38th board, and our angle should only be about 3 degrees. So even in the most extreme conditions, our shoulders are still relatively square to the lane. Over-adjusting will cause us to miss right, or worse, get us into the habit of overcorrecting for our bad angle by releasing the ball away from our ankle, ruining a good arm swing. So the takeaway message here is not to undo our good form by overdoing our launch angles. Subtlety is what we're looking for, and if we keep that in mind, we'll yield much better results. What did you think of today's topic? Leave a comment below and let us know. We love hearing your thoughts. And while you're at it, check out some awesome AOB shirts and mugs in our merchandise store. The link is in our description box below. And as always, thanks for watching and see you on the lanes.